Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging into something really fascinating. It's a deep dive into Nova Lucida's review of Fantastic Four 2025. And this isn't just, another superhero movie review. Nova Lucida actually calls it a bold new blueprint for the whole MCU future.
Yeah, that's what's so interesting, right? How Nova Lucida frames it. It's not just seeing them as heroes again.
Right.
It's positioning them as world shapers in a utopia. One built on science, unity, and, get this, emotional honesty.
Emotional honesty, yeah.
It sounds like a real love letter to the comics, to futurism, but still somehow like a grounded family story. It feels like it's redefining what a superhero story can even be.
Absolutely. It's shifting from just reacting to problems.
They're proactively building something better. Yeah.
Exactly. And as we dig in, you're going to hear some pretty surprising things. Like how they handle Reed Richards. It's really different.
And the origin story approach, too.
Yeah, totally innovative. It seems like Fantastic Four 2025 is really trying to signal a new era.
Okay, so where do we start? Reed.
Let's start with Reed Richards, yeah. Because Nova Lucida says he's foundational to this whole blueprint. The review describes him as a neurodivergent genius.
Okay.
So his unique thinking, that hyper-focus, it's not just a character quirk. It's shown as a huge strength, obviously,
yeah,
but also a real social barrier.
Right, which we've seen before, sort of.
But here's the key difference the review points out.
Yeah.
He embraces it. He's self-aware. And this apparently makes him the true heart of the film, not just its brain.
That's interesting. Because usually he's portrayed as more aloof, right? The detached intellect.
Exactly.
So if he's embracing it, maybe becoming more empathetic because of that self-awareness, that changes the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
Makes him way more relatable, probably.
Yeah, Nova Lucida definitely argues that. And it kind of sets the tone for how the film handles its heroes overall, right from the get-go.
You mean that intro sequence?
Yeah. The review calls it a masterstroke, that retro film reel intro. It apparently squeezes like 4 years of world building into just a few minutes.
Wow, okay. So we skip the slow build-up.
We skip a lot of it. It means the film starts at world scale. The Fantastic Four aren't just starting out. They've already changed the world. Politically, environmentally, technologically.
That is smart. Really efficient. You bypass the origin angst, show them as established.
Established world shapers, yeah. Already embedded in society as this force for good.
Which leads right into the future foundation idea, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Building on them being established, Nova Lucida really highlights this as maybe the most ambitious part, the future foundation.
Like a think tank. Or a school.
Kind of both, it sounds like. The Fantastic Four's big initiative focused on creating a superhero-led utopia that works.
Okay, that works is the key phrase there. That's bold.
Right. They're not just saving the world, they're actively shaping it through education, diplomacy, and science.
That's really optimistic for this genre lately. So much stuff leans cynical, power corrupts.
Totally.
But this paints them as humanity's public-facing protectors and partners, just out there making things better, unapologetically.
Yeah, Nova Lucida admits it's a gamble, making a utopia feel believable. But suggests the film succeeds by showing how it works. Makes it feel earned, not just naive wishful thinking.
That sounds compelling. Less gritty, more hopeful sci-fi.
Yeah. And then there's the Galactus stuff. The review describes the buildup as quiet and ominous.
Okay, not just immediate explosion.
No, more cerebral. Leading to an existential battle where the team is grappling with physics, the sheer terrifying scale of Galactus.
So less punching, more problem solving under immense pressure.
Seems like it. The retreat isn't shown as failure, but as survival against odds that redefine heroism. The pacing is compared to, like, Star Trek or Arrival.
Okay, that focus on physics and scale sounds genuinely different for a cosmic threat encounter. Really pulls you into the reality of it.
It does. And Nova Lucida also mentions the subtle genius in the film's background details. The surprise and scale.
How so?
Lots of characters are apparently name-dropped or briefly shown. Not in a clunky way, but just enough to make the universe feel old, wide, and lived in.
Ah, okay. So it hints at a bigger picture, a grander MCU design already in place without needing tons of exposition.
Exactly. Adds texture. Makes it feel epic, naturally.
I should mention the D-Box experience too, quickly. The review said it was solid, but maybe didn't hit its full potential.
Oh, right. Why was that?
Because the film's pacing is apparently quite thoughtful. Lots of quiet or cerebral moments, not just constant action demanding motion feedback. So good, but maybe not the best D-Box showcase.
Gotcha. Makes sense with the Arrival comparison. So, wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway?
Well, the review's overall feeling is pretty clear. Fantastic Four 2025 is seen as the MCU's most fully realized comic book film in years.
Wow.
Yeah, unafraid of its sci-fi roots, unafraid of its optimism.
It truly dares to imagine a future where superhumans make the world better.
And they don't become villains along the way, which, poses a big question for the whole genre.
Definitely. The review gives it a really strong recommendation, 9.5 out of 10.
High praise.
Yeah, the only caveat mentioned was wanting maybe even more action and slightly deeper character definition, stuff that could take it from just excellent to, truly iconic.
Room to grow, maybe in sequels.
Perhaps. So as you, our listener, go about your day, here's something to think about. What does it really mean for superhero stories if our heroes aren't just protecting the world, but actively helping build a utopian one?
Yeah, and how could that kind of hopeful blueprint actually change the bigger cinematic universe? Moving beyond just fighting bad guys to, shaping a genuinely better future on screen makes you think.